Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Below the Line, the show about how movies are made. I'm here with my good friend and co host, Mr. Zach Houston Scott. And of course, you already know who I am. I am Andres Ramirez. Hey, Zach. Such a bad intro, but we're winging it.
We always do. You sound a little raspy over the call tonight.
Maybe it's tiredness, but we'll see. Or maybe it's because I'm tired of watching spoof movies.
Well, that's a great lead into our topic this week, but I might have to take the lead on this because I have plenty to say, and to help your voice, I'll make you feel better.
Sounds like a plan. Where do you want to start? You take the lead, bro.
Definitely. But yeah, so I just got back from seeing the new Naked Gun movie. Just to give my quick thoughts on it, it's pretty friggin' hilarious. If you miss that kind of humor in theaters that isn't just regulated to Marvel or superheroes in
Taita
general.
Waititi.
Yeah, that Taika Waititi just nonsense. This is a nice throwback to what the comedies used to be, or at the very least, what we really don't see much on the big screen.
In
That's more
Hollywood.
regulated in Hollywood. It's more regulated to streaming. Like I was watching a couple months ago, actually, this one Will Ferrell Reese Witherspoon film, You're Cordially Invited, which, yeah, maybe 10, 15 years ago would have did fine at the box office, but now it's just racking up viewership minutes on the Amazon Primes and Netflixes of the time. So, no, it was really fun to see something like this again, which, I mean, really, it did its job. It made me laugh and just kind of forget how things are right now for the next hour and a half. So, yeah, mission accomplished.
It's also very short and sweet in the sense of it being an hour and 20 ish. It's like it knows what it is, it doesn't go longer, which is also a problem with comedies. Even normal comedies are like an hour and 40, and sometimes they overstay their welcome.
Yeah, I agree with that. I very wholeheartedly agree with that.
Would you agree with me that it's better if you don't see the trailer?
Yes. It's tough though because you have to market the film, and in a sense, you can't show many jokes because you risk spoiling some of the best jokes.
Yeah, I mean, they spoiled one of the best
Yeah,
in
no,
the
I agree.
trailer with
That night
the.
vision scene, that was pretty
Yeah,
great.
yeah. But it was fun nonetheless.
Yeah, no, it was a really fun film. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So, but yeah, I wanted to talk about other spoof movies because I think it's a genre that long since died out, and now with like this new Naked Gun and Scary Movie 6 is slowly making a comeback, which I'm very grateful for, but I'm also very much on the fence about for where they could lead because we saw what happened in the 2000s. So, yeah.
Well, going back to that idea of the 2000s, I actually did a lot of research, and most of those bad movies, quote unquote, were made by the same team of directors.
Mm-hmm. The
Like,
Jason Friedberg and Aaron Sletzers.
well, I'm not even sure if that's the director duo I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about, give me a second, Jason Fritzberg and Aaron Seltzer.
Yes, that's who I meant. Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer. Yeah, because anytime in the 2000s you saw like the movie that wasn't scary movie, which kind of started that trend, like date movie or disaster movie or
Well,
Meet
believe
the
it or not,
Stars.
they actually wrote the scary movie, the first one.
Yeah,
They wrote it, but they did not produce nor direct it.
yeah,
And like the way they did gross, like a scary movie had a $19 million budget in 2000 and made $278 million at the box office. All their films started to kind of go down in revenue, but not in budget. Like Meet the Spartans was $30 million in 2008. Crazy.
yeah. No, it was pretty. crazy back then. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, they were period pieces. Like, a lot of the jokes were of the time. Like, I would say they just parodied whatever was coming out in that era. Like, Meet the Spartans. What was it a parody of? 300 and Meet the Parents. Um, Date movie was really My Big Fat Greek Wedding mixed in with,
Hmm.
again, Meet the
Yeah.
Parents. Epic movie. That was like a bunch of summer blockbusters from 2007, like Narnia and Superman Returns and Pirates of the Caribbean, like whatever was a big summer blockbuster. And the rewatchability, honestly, kind of looking back at them, is funny in a sense of those time capsules and just really being bad. But they definitely don't hold up for the fact that there was just no really any effort put into the jokes.
I think some of them do, but we can talk about that. I rewatched Scary Movie for this podcast,
Hmm.
and I think Scary Movie, it's not perfect, but I think it tried to be an entertaining movie making fun of slasher films. Uh, Definitely, I think launched the career of someone like Anna K. Ferris, who, she's now a comedian, has done a lot of films like Lost in Translation. She's pretty successful. So I think it's interesting how early in the genre in the 2000s it did launch the career of a lot of actors.
Yeah, but that was also directed by the Wayans brothers, who also co-wrote the script. So I think that's another big part of it all that made it a big success and different from those other parody movies at the time.
Yeah, it was made by one of the brothers.
Yeah, one of the brothers with the screenwriting duties of them too.
Yeah, it was like written by seven people.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, the talent was there and it did become such a big hit, especially in 2000. Heck, it actually is still like one of the highest grossing, like not comedies, but like of that genre too. And I think it's outgrossed all of the Scream movies because that first movie was parodying it.
Well, it was a parody of I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original, not the new one, which I think it's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of funny.
Oh, yeah, the original, totally. But it also was a parody of Scream with the Ghostface killer being a prominent
Yeah,
figure in
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It's just funny. Like, it almost made 300 million an R-rated comedy back in that era, and
2000.
yeah, 2000, and just beat all the other Scream movies. It's still the
Yep.
highest grossing one.
I mean, Scary Movie 6 is coming out next year.
Yes, and I'm very excited for that. I would like to see more of the Wayans brothers humor back on the big screen.
Yep. Yep.
But
We'll see. It depends if the studio allows them to go hardcore, because I do agree with you in the sense that sometimes the jokes do not land. Like in Scary Movie, there's that scene where the gym teacher is a guy pretending to be a girl, and I just thought, well, it's funny. It's such a 2000 joke in the sense that I don't know if a studio would greenlit a joke like that in 2025.
definitely not. Definitely not.
I mean, I think it's edgy, but I don't think it would be greenlit in today's world.
It's off colored to say the least. And I mean, the Waynes were just wrapping up the Waynes show. So maybe that would help a lot of like, pushing the boundaries since they don't have the restriction of the network TV. So they're able to do a lot more of that versus what their sketch comedy show could do.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
I mean, even they took inspiration though from like people like the Zucker brothers and Mel Brooks, who like were the king of parodies back in like the 90s and 80s. If we're going back another decade, like Mel Brooks was pumping out nonstop parody movies up until the 90s with like Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles and Robin Hood Men in Tights and Spaceballs, which that's also getting a sequel pretty soon.
It's the
So
sequel that everybody wants.
The search for more money. That's exactly what we needed.
I guess.
If that's your thing.
I think they have a charm to them. Uh, I don't know. I think a lot of them are bad, but some have a charm to them. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
I agree with you. I agree
I
with you.
mean, there is a movie called Another Gay Movie.
Another gay
So,
movie?
yeah, it came out in 2006, directed by Todd Stevens.
Oh, jeez.
But see, I don't know if this would be released today, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. That's pretty
Like, that's
funny,
such
actually.
a. Apparently, it's a parody of American Pie.
Oh,
And
really?
apparently, yeah, apparently there was a sequel in
Oh,
2008.
I didn't even
So I
hear
guess it
about
made
that one.
money.
No way. So this is called Another Gay Movie?
Yeah, it's called Another Gay Movie. It cost 500K and it made 745 at the box office.
Oh,
So I
jeez.
guess it made its profit. It was profitable.
That's funny. I'm just looking this up now. I've never heard of this movie before.
Apparently, it's a parody of The Edge of 17.
Jesus. That's amazing. I love
Wouldn't it be fun if they shot this in Vancouver?
I don't think they did, but if so, that'd be
It would be
freaking
funny.
funny.
Yeah. Uh,
But
but
I mean,
yeah, let's keep chatting about them. Sorry if I interrupted you.
no, that's okay. No, honestly, like again, turning from Mel Brooks and just that kind of weird indie scene of those spoof movies, even like something like Airplane from the Zucker Abrams team was such a big
Yeah.
influence where it was just like laugh a minute. You didn't really care about where the plot was going as long as it just kept making you laugh and kept the good times rolling. So I mean, it's hard really to talk about them because it's just, did this make me laugh? Yes, yes, it did. But if it didn't, then, well, I think that kind of means it's a failure.
I think in some ways you're right, but I also think there has to be a sense of story as well. I
Well,
think the
yes.
Naked Gun works because there is a sense of a plot, for example. But something like Epic Movie, from what I remember, it was just a chaotic mess of a film.
Oh, it was just Narnia, but sidetracked with other characters. Like, oh, they'll go into Hogwarts because they're parodying Harry Potter, but
Did they parody Harry Potter in that one?
yeah, they did. They made fun of how old the actors were getting at the time because, well, I think Goblet of Fire or Order of the Phoenix was coming out, so that was just
Yeah,
really
it
what
was
they were taking.
2007.
Yeah, whatever they were taking pot shots at.
You know, the one that I actually enjoy the performance, and it's
Yeah,
not for a good reason, is the Vampire Suck film.
honestly, yeah. I think
The
that
actress, she plays so much like Kristen Stewart.
yeah, and the guy who played Edward, he pretty captured who Robert Pattinson was and the effort he was giving in that movie. So
Did they shot that in Vancouver?
I don't know. Let me take a look. Did vampires suck? It'd be funny because all the Twilight movies were shot in Vancouver.
I mean, the actress, she's from Toronto.
Let's see, where was it filmed? It was filmed in Louisiana.
That's such a random thing. You know who played the fake Edward Cullen?
Yeah, who played him?
He is very famous in the Star Wars community.
Really?
Do you wanna try and guess?
In a live action sense or
Boys.
oh, really a voice?
Yes.
Like Clone Wars are we talking?
Yes.
Oh, I know who it is. That's Matt Lautner from
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Anakin Skywalker. That's
He's
pretty funny.
Anakin. Yeah.
That's funny.
Edward Cullen. That was the name of his character.
Okay, that was actually pretty funny. And you know what? That might be a pretty good one of seltzer
The
and Freebird.
2000s, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talking about that era, one that always has been a guilty pleasure of mine, directed by a guy who has had such a weird career. I mean, he made Chernobyl, then he made season one of The Last of Us, and then he made season two of The Last of Us. So I guess he parodied the zombie genre to a sense. But superhero movie starring Drake Bell
Yes, Craig
and
Mazin wrote that and directed that.
Leslie Nielsen, who was in Airplane and Naked Gun, of course.
That's funny, honestly. No, I love superhero movie. I think it's like an underappreciated one from that era.
Well, see, that's where I think the story has to make sense. Well, I think if they were going to spoof a film, they spoofed the best superhero film of that time, which was Spider Man by Sam Raimi and Batman Begins.
And it's ironic because, I mean, Drake Bell did end up playing Spider Man in that Ultimate Spider Man cartoon that aired after. I think the last Maguire movie, before the Amazing Spider Man movies were coming.
Yeah, I wish this had a sequel.
Me too. I
Like,
think there's so much mileage more to come from it.
I think it would be so cool if they did a sequel now, bringing Drake Bell back.
Yeah.
Because I think then you can poke fun at the MCU, at the multiverses, and all of that. So I think it would be. I think this movie was ahead of its time when making fun of superhero movies, if that makes sense.
No, definitely. Definitely it was ahead of its time.
Because like it was criticized, but I don't think it was that bad.
Me neither. I thought it was pretty fun, all things considered. Very
It
happy
has
with
a
it.
16% base of Rotten Tomatoes, but I don't think it's bad. I think there's actual heart to the story. Again, because they ripped off Spider Man, but I think it's not terrible.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I thought it was a lot of fun, and there's so much mileage now with like Marvel, with the
DC.
MCU and DC, like their struggles for a bit. But I mean, one could argue too that another parody movie that came out that not a lot of people realized was a parody was the Teen Titans Go to the Movies movie.
Is that considered a parody?
Oh yeah, they make fun of everything. Like they were making jokes about DC and Batman v Superman's reception and how many times Stan Lee has cameoed in these movies. He actually does cameo in that movie.
Oh, yeah. He does have a cameo, but that was post mortem, right?
Yeah, that was after. No, I think before he died, like maybe a couple months.
I don't remember. But you're right. You are right.
I'm just saying, like I
Interesting.
think that would have been the best.
So, yeah, no, I agree. I was going to ask you, what is your definition of a spoof movie? Because I think this is an interesting genre because I know one of your favorite animated films is considered a spoof, but also one of the films that started the career of a filmmaker like Edgar Wright, which Shaun of the Dead is technically considered a spoof movie. So I guess what do you think the film has to do to be considered a spoof movie when some people have argued that originality is no longer a thing in Hollywood? By that I mean, you know, how many times can you do a zombie movie and make it unique in this case?
I think it has to poke fun at the genre or the material that it is referencing. I think that's the biggest thing that a parody movie needs to do. And it needs to do it with fondness to it. Like it's a celebration of its faults. Like not in it can be in bad taste sometimes, absolutely, but it needs to equalize out in good taste. Like something that works is Young Frankenstein. Again, that's a tribute to the old 1930s Universal monster movies, especially Frankenstein. Because
Tell me more
Mel
about
Brooks.
that one because I have not seen it.
Oh, definitely. No, it's like Gene Wilder plays the son of Dr. Frankenstein. He prefers to be called Frankenstein because he wants no association with his famous, I think it's grandparents or dad. I need to rewatch it, but the whole time he's trying to get away with it. And the monster is more of a goofball that likes to tap dance and basically has more humorous interactions than he did in the original. Like, it's more played for laughs. Like, hey, maybe this would be funny instead of the way you expect it to go in the sense of a scene. And that's why I think there was that effort to just poke fun at it. Same with Robin Hood Men in Tights. That was a parody of the Robin Hood legend, especially Prince of Thieves, which came out around that time, but just made, a silly, nonsensical fantasy classic forest epic, if that makes sense, because you had to understand the source of where it was coming from. Not saying that.
Okay. So this was a parody of the Universal Pictures from the 30s then.
Yes, that's correct.
So this was released in 1974?
Uh,
Gene Wilder, the same Gene Wilder who played Willy Wonka in
mhm.
Charlie's. Oh, I might have to watch this one.
It's really funny. No, this is like, if you want top tier spoof, like this is it, because it's shot in black and white just like those other movies, and it's made to look like the classic film, but it's done if it was a joke or, made to the seriousness of it.
Fair enough.
Even
Well, I was gonna say, according to the IFI, well, whether you like it or not, this one is the 13th funniest film of all time, according to IFI.
I could see that.
There's two other Mel Brooks. There's one Mel Brooks, the producers.
Well, The Producers isn't necessarily a parody film. That's more of just a fun musical that is just a satire. And I think the difference between a satire and a parody is satires are typically a little more original. They're statements and they're more just of current events that are making fun of the flaws in society, whereas a parody is straight up taking something and making fun of it, like celebrating the faults or just making fun of how ridiculous and stupid it can be.
I mean, but going back to Young Frankenstein, this probably is really good because it was nominated for two Oscars.
Yeah,
Best screenplay adapted, I guess. It's
I mean
funny
it
how I guess it is an adaptation from Frankenstein to a certain point of view.
to a certain degree. It is, yes.
But what I was gonna say, it's funny it got distributed by 20th Century Fox, making fun of Universal.
Yeah, no, it's diff- uh, they were different back then. The parody laws and everything,
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, to
because
a certain degree, movies like Zombieland are like parodies, but not quite.
well, yeah, they make fun of the zombie genre, but they no real attack on any certain film. Like Shaun of the Dead is a parody because it is a zombie movie, but making fun of like George Romero's Dawn of the
Zombie,
Dead or
yeah.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, it makes fun of Snyder, I guess.
Yeah, that too. I guess it kind of made fun of Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake, which ironically is better than I'd actually say his Dawn of the Dead remake.
It's one of the best films that he has directed, but that's a different story.
Yeah, we can go into a Zack Snyder episode someday.
Yeah. Um, so, what do you think about Shrek? Is that a spoof movie, or has that cemented itself?
Oh, dude, yeah. Shrek is definitely a parody movie. I'd say it's like the definitive parody movie of the 2000s, just making fun of Disney as a
Disney?
whole and a conglomerate. Like, it's the Disney fairy tale, but pretty much turned on its head at the time.
I mean, I know it started as a parody, but do you think Shrek 5 will still be a parody?
I'd argue, honestly, it could be, especially with how Disney's trends are coming right now. So, no, I'd definitely be on the lookout for that.
I mean, it's gonna make a lot of money,
Oh, yeah, no, it totally will make a lot of money.
and they're bringing everybody back plus Zendaya.
I wonder how she's
So,
going to fit into that. She's also got Spider Man to do as well.
dude, did you saw the New York in Europe?
Yeah, I get it. They want to save money, but that's just come on, guys. Like the last couple Spider-Man movies have not been filmed in New York. Like this is his hometown. Why are you trying to make England like New York? Like
Well, it's not even England; it's Scotland because they're shooting in Glasgow.
Jesus. Oh
I
well.
mean, I think a lot of it will be green screen, but it's also funny watching Scary Movie and realizing that that's the set. Like where they're shooting, it's the set in LA. Like you know, like everything is. Well, actually, that's not true. Scary Movie was shot in BC. It was shot in Vancouver.
Yep, it was shot in Vancouver.
Are they shooting the next one uh, in Vancouver?
I would hope so. I need to look that up actually. If Scary Movie 6 is filming here. Speaking of Marlon Wayans, did you see the trailer for his new movie coming out this year?
No. Do they
It's called
have
Him.
something?
Yeah.
It's also so funny that the guy that plays the bad character or the character is Bobby Prince. You know, like he is like Prince Junior. You know, like I don't know. I think it's funny. Like I don't know. I think those early 2000s had some charm,
I agree.
but
No, they do have a lot of charm. Like you could argue even Scooby Doo was a parody.
to a certain degree. So let me ask you the question: what is your favorite parody movie?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, when I was a kid, it used to be the Family Guy parody, Star Wars, because I just killed
Star.
myself laughing so hard
Which one
from
is
that
this?
episode. Blue Harvest.
Oh, it's an episode.
Yeah, it is an episode, but if we're talking film, I mean, yeah, the original Scary Movie easily was like one of my favorites. And then
Okay.
I'd have to say like The Naked Gun or even superhero movie, just because Leslie Nielsen was just so
Yeah,
friggin' funny in those
he's
films.
so fun. And I also think that those films work because they are constructed as a film rather than a sketch full of jokes. Like before we started, I was watching the Hungover Games.
Oh, the
It's a
Hungover
parody.
games.
Yeah, it's a parody about the Hangover and the Hunger Games, right? But
Yeah,
the film is like, how many hours is this? Like, it's almost like it's an hour and 25, right? I'm like a quarter in, and so far it just feels like a bunch of sketches that are so dated to 2014, like Johnny Depp playing Johnny Depp. You know, it's like that's so dated to 2014. Well, I think movies like Scary Movie are dated, but dated in a fun way, as the same way as watching Scream, if you know what I mean. Because
yeah,
Scream itself was a parody film, kind of, because it was making fun of the slasher genre.
yeah, yeah. It was
So
because
yeah, I think those movies work because they work as a film.
more than just a barrage of jokes and everything like that.
Well, like epic movie. Well, epic movie is not as I remember fondly because it was one of the first R-rated films I saw in a theater. But by the time you reach disaster movie, those were bad. You know,
Yeah,
like the late films of those guys' career, those were bad. Like epic movie, I think was the peak because that was like 2007. Uh, but then as we got into the late 2000s, like the Starving Games, Best Night Ever, Super Fast, those seem to be like not good.
No,
Like
they were not.
the Rotten Tomatoes approval kind of goes down and
It just
down and down.
and lets critics review it too because they just realize how bad it is and everything. So, I mean, it just wasn't very good. Those movies.
I mean, they are profitable. I'm not gonna lie, because like the Scary Movies franchise has $900 million at the box office for a film that their whole five films combined costed 172. So I think it's a good budget. I don't know. And next month we'll see if next year we'll see if they are profitable or not.
Fingers crossed, but you'll hear it here from us first. Yeah, I think that's all we can talk about for parody movies today. Do you want to be the one to sign us off, or do you want me to again?
I was gonna ask you, I know you have a busy weekend ahead, but which movie out of this weekend are you looking forward to the most?
Weapons or Freakier Friday? I think Freakier Friday.
Critics say it's good, right?
Yeah, it's really good, apparently. They say it's fun and it reminds them of the first movie again.
Well, that's what Disney wants, though.
Yeah.
That you feel nostalgia. It's yeah, I think that's what Disney wants. I'm looking for weapons. They say that if you like The Barbarian, you're going to like this. Although
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, I agree.
But
Because, I mean, Zach Krager, after Barbarian, is starting to cement himself into that genre and a master of it, like Jordan Peele and, uh,
they're very different. Like I think his films are more like puzzles.
yeah.
Is he developing a Resident Evil film?
Yes, he is developing a Resident Evil film, and I'm very excited to see more of it.
Based on which game?
I don't know. I hope the originals, or if they are going to do something new to differentiate from them, maybe like Village or Biohazard.
So I have a bad apparently bad news.
Why? What's up?
So Zach Krager says Resident Evil will be honoring the games. I think the movie is going to rip. So apparently it's not a game. It's not based on the games. It's a new original
uh,
thing. So I guess Hollywood hasn't learned
their lesson.
their lesson adapting Resident Evil.
Nope.
Maybe we should do an episode on that
I agree
because
that.
I think some of the Mila Djokovic films are not terrible. And the last one, Welcome to Raccoon City, had a very good opening, and then everything falls flat. Aside from the casting, although I did like Claire. Claire was casted well. Leon was the problem in that one.
Yeah. At least he wasn't Arnold Wesker in the Resident Evil Netflix adaptation. So,
Oh boy, rest in peace to that actor though. He passed away, right?
Lance Reddick, yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
awesome. Don't get me wrong, but that was just doing him dirty, especially because I like him from the John Wick films and just seeing him in that. It wasn't Wesker,
And
like at all. That was the number
Brooklyn
one.
99 too.
Was he in Brooklyn 999?
Isn't he the police? The main chief?
No, no, that's a different guy. And correction, that's Albert Wesker. That's not Arnold Wesker. I always get that mixed up. It's not Andre Toltovich. It's Lance Reddick who played him in the TV show.
Okay. I mean, it's such a messy, messy thing.
Regardless,
It's
yeah, it
just
was a terrible show. Just not
I did
faithful.
not watch it. But okay, I wanted to ask you one last question before we wrap up. Are we reviewing the spoof film of 2025? Do you know which film I'm referring to?
South Park?
Nope. You have not heard of this film?
Probably not. No.
It's on Prime. It's a
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Yes, the Ice Cube War of the Worlds movie.
yep, shot during COVID. It's terrible, but I wanted to see if you were up for a review of that movie.
Honestly,
So,
yeah,
so at least I can enjoy the pain of watching it because
I'm
then I
down,
can vent with you.
I'm down for that.
Okay, we'll have a lot of exciting things to do, guys. Yeah, we'll be talking about weapons and other movies and doing more fun topics. Do you want to sign us off, Zach?
You got it. He's Andres Ramirez. You can follow him at Jaro2096. And I'm the Zach Houston. And you can follow me there and follow us at below the line underscore 2025 on Instagram, Spotify, and just keep rocking the free world, basically.
Sounds like a plan. Go watch movies. Lots of movies, stream them, and watch some party films if you're up to. Naked
Yes,
Gun is good, right, Zach?
it's very good. No, go support it. Go see Bad Guys 2. Go see movies like Weapons and Freakier Friday come out this week. We'll have a lot to talk about next week.
The Lindsay Lohan Renaissance.
It has begun again.
Well, see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, Zach.
Bye bye. See you, man.